Why many countries in history have either been completely destroyed or completely extinct after suffering hardships, but China can still rise quickly after several crises. If you want to understand China's rejuvenation, you must first know how deep it has fallen. Since the Opium War in 1840, China seemed to have entered a long nightmare. The strong entered the heart again and again, and the unequal treaties were signed. The sovereignty of the country was invaded, wealth was plundered, and the people lived in misery. In the midst of this, especially the Japanese-Chinese War, it brought an almost devastating blow to the Chinese nation. By 1949, before the founding of New China, this land had been besieged. It is not an exaggeration to describe it as a group of two whites. It is a real agricultural country. The industrial base is almost zero. At that time, almost no one could see that this new country could rise quickly. However, just at the beginning of the founding of the country, New China made a shocking decision. The anti-American Yuan dynasty protect the home and defend the country. Facing the world's most advanced U.S. military equipment, the People's Volunteer Army of China, with its amazing will and sacrifice spirit, won this war of founding a country under extremely unequal conditions. This war is not only a military victory, but also a declaration to the world that a new, unyielding China has been born. The era of bullying people has not returned. This victory also won the country's precious peace-building practice and certain international recognition. For example, in exchange for the aid of the Soviet Union, 156 industrial projects laid the first foundation for the industrialization of China. But external aid has never been the core reliance of China's development. More importantly, China has a strong and powerful leadership core. The Communist Party of China, from the day it was born, its mission is to be closely connected with the fate of the country and the welfare of the people. For the happiness of the Chinese people, for the restoration of the Chinese nation, it can make a long-term plan and persist generation after generation to maintain the continuity and stability of the country's policy development. Whether it is a socialist revolution in construction or the implementation of reform and opening up, it is all based on the profound consideration of the country's future and the interests of the people. In particular, the key choice of reform and opening up has allowed China to grasp the historical opportunity of economic globalization. It has successfully freed tens of thousands of people from poverty and created an opportunity for economic rapid development. In addition, China has always been a unique concept in the process of its rise. The development of peace is different from the rise of some great powers in history through colonization and invasion. China is on a new path. It focuses on doing its own thing and achieves its goals through its own efforts and struggles. China has integrated into the world and advocated the construction of a human fate community. Through the initiative of one generation and one road, and the opportunity to share development with the world, this kind of rise that does not rely on plundering has won the respect of many countries and has also created a relatively beneficial international environment for China. In short, China's rebirth is not accidental. Just as the Chinese leader quoted in the poem, "The Shangguan Road is as true as iron, and now the pulse steps from the first month." The Chinese nation is in such a spirit, step by step from suffering to glory.